everybody, it's Rachel from Rachel Rocks, and I'm your host. I'm here to educate, motivate, and inspire you. And today I just wanted to record this quick video and just say, the last video I recorded, I talked about life changes and going through these hard things and not really knowing what's going to happen in my life, where I'm going to go, where I'm going to be, and that kind of thing, and being really scared about doing something that I had never done before. And so granted, I had driven across the country before in the past, but I had never driven across the country with a friend who's unable to drive, and me being the solo driver, and I was terrified of that, okay? And I know a couple days ago when I recorded that video, I said, I don't even know how I'm going to drive, tomorrow, the 444 miles from, point A to point B. And the next 2 days were the same. The next day was 589 miles, and the next day, today, was about 506. And all of those days scared me because I was like, I have never driven that long by myself. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it, okay? And so in our life, we are faced with these challenges, and in so many cases we are so scared to do them because we don't know what the outcome is. We don't know if we're going to run out of energy or not be able to complete them. We don't know what's going to happen. And so what I did is I reached out on Facebook to some friends and I said, what do you do when you're doing a long drive? And most people said they listened to podcasts, they listened to music, they rocked it out, they just had fun with it. They called people on the phone. They took a lot of breaks, and took a lot of walks around, at the different rest stops, stopped and grabbed a bite to eat. Different suggestions were great. And for me, what I did was every 2 hours, I generally would stop and take a break, even if it was like 5 minutes, just to take a break. And then increasingly I got used to it, and so after 3 hours I would stop and take a break, and maybe it would be a little bit longer, and I would take a walk around, and I would eat a little bite and rest my eyes for a couple minutes, and then I would keep going. And so now that I've completed these 3 really crazy drives, I've already driven over 1,200 miles in 3 days. It's crazy to think that I was able to complete that and be able to get through that experience despite my fears and how scary it was for me. Okay, so whatever challenges that you are going through in your life, you have to know that there have possibly been other people who have been there before that you can reach out to and say, hey, if you had this situation, what would you do? They don't necessarily have to know that it's you that's going through it. You can just give them a scenario and say, I just would like to know what somebody else would do. Because we sometimes have to ask for help from other people that we don't know to try to get more information on what we should do. Because in many cases, maybe we haven't experienced that and we have no idea. And what better way than to reach out to somebody else who might know more than us? And so this is a shorter video because I've been driving all day and I'm super tired and I want to get some rest for tomorrow. But tomorrow my friend Tiana and I are venturing out to New Orleans, which I'm so excited about because I've never been to New Orleans. It's going to be a brand new experience, and I'm doing this big road trip with my best friend Tiana because we are going to see my brother graduate from the military in Alabama. And so that's what this whole entire crazy road trip thing I'm taking is all about, and visiting people that I've helped across the country, which is pretty cool. But it's very exciting, and this adventure will only continue to be more and more exciting. So I want to know what you do in your life to make your life exciting. Have you taken like a weekend road trip to an area you've never been to? Or did you go to an amusement park you never thought you'd go to and gone on a whole bunch of rides that you were completely terrified of going on? Or did you try a new craft or a new activity? or something different. Like, what did you do that was different and maybe even scary at first? That you like challenged yourself and decided, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to find a way to do this, and I'm just going to go and do it, okay? And that's what I had to do. And granted, I'm not driving the rest of this way, thank gosh. I'm only driving to South Carolina, and then we're picking up a friend, and she's going to help with the drive the rest of the way. But at least I know, you know, as many days as I've been driving, by the time I get to South Carolina, I think I probably would have driven 3,000 miles. Like, and I probably never would have expected myself to be able to do that in such a short amount of time, especially with all of the issues that I have to deal with. I can still do it, which is great. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to tell me what you're doing that's cool and exciting and adventurous that maybe you haven't experienced before. And if there are any topics that you want to talk about, make sure to let me know, because I am here to lend an ear, lend a hand, help you out, whatever you guys need. I want to hear from you, so make sure to send me a message. Oh, and you should say hi to Tiana. Tiana, say hi.
Hi. Bye.
That's Tiana. This is my bestie. She's been singing on this road trip with me. So, everybody have a great night. I am Rachel Rocks, and I'm your host, Rachel, and I am here to inspire, motivate, and educate you. So until next time, I will see you guys soon.